Oh, did it work? Guys, did it work? It's popped up as live. Can you hear me? Could someone let me know? Oh, guys, thank you so much for waiting. I'm so sorry I kept you in the waiting room, in the green room for so long. Thank you for joining me for my very first live. As you can tell, it's my first one. But I just want to say thank you so much for helping me make 25,000 subscribers. It's just such a dream come true. Um, it really is. The channel, as you know, is 6 months old. So to just get this many subscribers, it's absolutely incredible. And all your support. I'm loving looking at the comments. Um, I'm working away. So it's a very different background from what you're used to. It's so nice to be here. Thank you all for the lovely birthday messages, all the birthday wishes, and congratulating me on having the milestone subscriber count. It's so lovely. So, thanks, guys. Lovely comments. Thanks for the support as well, whilst we were waiting for the live to kick in. I'm so glad it's working. I thought I'd start with some answering the Q&A questions from Patreon, if that's okay with you all. So thanks for the lovely messages, guys. That's so sweet, you messaging me happy birthday. I had such a nice week. I got very spoiled. I'm a lucky girl. So I think I'm just gonna crack on with some of the questions and I'll oh my God, my first super thanks donation. Paul Edwards, Paul, thank you. I shall have a cup of tea on you. I'll have several cups of tea with that. Thank you so much. How kind. So I've made a list of all my answers for the Patreon questions. You and popcorn in bed are my two favorites. Thank you. That's an amazing compliment. Thank you very much. So I'm just going to read off from here. Tyson on Patreon, he's asked what my favorite Patreon movie recommendation has been so far. Um, so I have watched The Karate Kid for one of the Patreon members. The original one, I really enjoyed that movie. I thought it was excellent. It was very emotional as well, and just the story arc was amazing. And I love martial arts as well, so it was just so cool seeing that being filmed in such a way. What else were the questions? He also asked, can we expect you to delve into horrors? So, yes, I do want to do some horrors for the channel, but more like the classic ones. I'm thinking Psycho, Carrie, the Night of the Living Dead, maybe. Ones like that I think will be really good. Jason Z, hey, on my Patreon, he asked, what do you like to do for fun? So, to be honest with you, at the moment, I'm really busy with the channel because I work full time and then I come home and set things up for recording. But when I'm not doing the channel, I did start to learn Taekwondo. And when I get a moment, I like to do dancing, hip hop dancing. I'm not amazing at it, but I still like to do it. And visiting museums, I really like learning. I just got another donation from Dan. Oh, chuffed to bits to be here with you, Kate. As am I. I feel so lucky and honoured. Thank you for that kind donation. I'm smiling lots right now. Thank you very much. Um, so Mark in Philly, he also asked what my top 5 musicals were. I grew up on musicals, but to my shame, I've never watched Singing in the Rain or Meet Me in St. Louis. I haven't watched any of those old school ones. I do love Calamity Jane, Les Miserables. I love The Sound of Music. I've put Annie and Walk the Line. I know it's like more of a film, as is Blues Brothers, but those movies, the songs in them, I absolutely love. And so does my mum. So we watch Blues Brothers together quite often. Oh, it's so nice seeing all the comments. Thank you guys. The support is crazy amazing. It really is. Um, Phil on my Patreon, he said, what genre has surprised you the most so far? And I was thinking about this, and I have to say the westerns. I'm loving the westerns more than I thought I ever would. Um, the ones I've watched so far, I've made a list. The Searchers, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, that was such a good movie. The Man Who Loved Cat Dancing, that was beautiful as well. Unforgiven as well, which is on the channel. Hmm? And these films that I've watched for Patreon, they will be coming to YouTube as well. So all the westerns I've been loving will get their own edit and posted up on the channel. Oh my gosh, that's a massive donation. Thank you so much. Happy birthday from Ohio, Kate. Oh, hi to you in Ohio. Thank you, JPW. You should have received an email with a link to the greeting card. Oh my God, how sweet. That is lovely. I'm going to check that out after the live. Thank you. So kind. Oh, I'm a lucky girlie. So, oh yeah, well, as I was saying with the westerns, what surprised me is the cinematography is just stunning, and the colors, it's like the contrast with the ruggedness of the landscape and then the blue sky. And the characters are so much more dynamic than I thought they could ever be. Um, the plot lines so far, they've been really varied as well. I just think it's a really stunning genre um, that kind of celebrates masculinity as well in a different way. So I'm loving the westerns. Wendy Darling on Patreon, they said, "What made you want to start a movie reaction channel, and what piece of advice would you offer someone thinking of starting one?" Such a good question. Well, I did creative writing at university. I've always been very creative. Um, and I just love movies. And in England, we have a show called Gogglebox, which is like watching people watch TV. And I thought I could do that with movies. And I honestly thought it would just be a bit of fun and a creative outlet. And I didn't think it would get as big as it has. I'm seeing flashes of yellow come up. Oh, Eric, happy birthday, Kate. What a lovely donation. Thank you. And Rick Caruso, another donation. Thanks, guys. That's so sweet. Thank you very much for supporting me. Because, as well, with all your support, I'm able to invest in better equipment for the channel. I mean, I'm using my laptop webcam now and it's not the best. So, over time, I want to start just, yeah, making better choices for equipment for filming. I mean, what Wendy said actually, uh, what advice would you offer someone starting? I started very small. I mean, I still film off my iPhone 11. I've got I started with an okay mic and a really cheap light from eBay. And now, as I've grown and started the Patreon, I've invested in a much better Yeti mic. My new light is really good and it's very bright and it's got a really good phone holder. And I watch the films off either my iPad or my laptop. And I just sit in the corner of my room and I just decided to start. Because if you think, "Oh, I need all these things to start," it's hard to make that leap. So yeah, my first video watching ET, I was so nervous. And as some of you know, I watched Rocky and I was so nervous, I didn't really say anything. So that's why it's on Patreon for you all to watch for free, because it's not a very good reaction. But I just kept going with it. And as I've grown in popularity, I've managed to um, just make it better. And I want to do that more over time. And you were all making it possible. Greg, oh, Greg, what a lovely donation. Super thanks. Thank you very much. You said you bring me much joy. Honestly, this channel and in the past 6 months, it's brought me so much joy. And one of the lovely things with starting it is connecting with all of you, and you're so knowledgeable about the films, you know. And I love learning as a person and appreciating these films in such a new way with all the trivia bits you guys know. But it's also your insight into what you love about the characters or you love about the director. Um, It's been really awesome. It's I feel like it's given me new life, and it's hard working full time and coming home and uh, getting it all done. But I just know it's something I really want to do for as long as life will let me, and you guys supporting me just makes it so enjoyable. I'm so lucky. I told some of my friends, and they're like, "So you're gonna do this, just watching movies and reacting to movies as your job?" And I said, "I hope so. That's the goal." Um, I'm going to look at some more questions from Patreon. I want to try and uh, see if any's pop up here. This is going by really quickly with the comments. Oh my goodness, David, thank you so much. That's such a lovely donation. Oh yeah, please do join the Patreon. We have such a nice time on there, and it's such a lovely community. Um, there's quite a few films on Patreon that they will get released to YouTube in time, but right now they're on there as well as the early releases. And today, uh, I posted the YouTube edit for Iron Man, which is going to be really cool. I'm delving into the Marvel universe. Oh, thank you very much. What a lovely gift. Thank you, guys. Matthew R asks, apart from going full time with the channel, oh, do you have any other dreams or goals you want to fulfill? I would love to write a book. I would love to write a novel. It's having the time to do it, you know. Well, I say that, but it's also the dedication to write each day. I would love to write a novel. I'm not too sure what it might be about. Um, but that's a dream of mine. I would love to have a book signing event. Greg in Tennessee asks, favorite genre of movie? I've always loved dramas. I have. Films about people. I love people. Before uni, during uni, after uni, I always wanted to get jobs where I work with people. And I love historical films. Usually biographical, I've put. Yes, The Last Samurai, that was awesome. I loved that. A Beautiful Mind, that's a wonderful film. Gladiator, and there's a film called Wild with Reese Witherspoon, which is stunning. So just films where the music's wonderful. It's like a sweeping epic, and you learn about other people's lives. Oh, more donations are pouring in. I'm so chuffed. Thank you, guys. So Greg also asks, are you offended by profanity and vulgarity in films? No, is the answer. I'm very open-minded. I think I'm a very fair person. Um, no, I'm not offended because everything is done in art for a reason, and it's a purpose, and we shouldn't watch these things and get offended because it's bringing the focus in on ourselves rather than understanding what the director's trying to portray. In my opinion, sorry, I've got a croaky voice. So, oh, JM has asked, you've mentioned you study creative writing. What are the few of your favorite books? I love The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt. That was made into a film, and I couldn't bear to watch the film because the book was so special to me, and I just didn't want it to tamper with how I viewed the characters. Um, Visionary by Graham Hancock, that's a work of nonfiction. And that talks a lot about Indigenous cultures and how they connected with visions and how they celebrated their ancestors. I love Graham Hancock. I think he's fascinating. What language would I like to learn? Well, I would love to improve on my Spanish. My Spanish is okay. I lived in Spain for a year and a half, but it's rusty now. I need to improve it. But it's a fun language to learn. Chris, thank you so much. Oh, if you love Last Samurai, you'll love Shogun from last year. Happy birthday. Um, I watched Shogun and I loved it. And I'm actually listening to the audiobook of Shogun now, which is so wonderful. I mean, it's that story is epic. I bought the book, but as you know, the book is so thick. It's nice when you have an audiobook and I fall asleep to it. But then I have to go back and think, what was the last thing I actually remember happened in the story? Shogun's amazing. I really want to watch Seven Samurai. Hmm? Ah. Um, These comments are going fast. I feel awful. I want to try and skim them and read. Have you ever traveled to the US? Yes, but only Las Vegas, and that was twice for a work trip. But I loved it. It was so vibrant and I felt like I had gone to another planet in a good way. Um, have you read any of Graham Greene novels? No, I haven't. I haven't, but um, Graham Greene is such a respected author. Oh, so nice to see your comments. Las Vegas doesn't count. I hear you. I want to visit other places. Definitely Massachusetts. I'd love to go to New Orleans as well. That would be wonderful. Mr. Itchy, what a name. Mr. Itchy. Thanks for the donation. That's made me smile. Oh, and Fatty McButterpants. Guys, these names are incredible. Thank you so much. Congrats on 25K. Love your sense of humor. Ah, do you know, I loved watching Young Frankenstein. Laughing at that movie was just medicine. It's so nice to laugh. Um, yeah, Blazing Saddles. I wasn't offended watching Blazing Saddles. I thought it was a lot of fun. Um, that is a name. Yeah, I know. So inventive. Oh, so nice we can connect on like the internet like this, isn't it? It's just amazing. Oh dear, I think someone said something in Spanish and I can't understand it. I'm so sorry. I'm not that fluent. I need to work on it. A few oh, oh my goodness. That's a ginormous donation. I'm so grateful. Really enjoyed the long cuts and Austin Powers absolutely cracked me up. Shakes. I want to shake your hand. Thank you so much. That was very generous of you. I'm very, very appreciative. Thank you. Um, oh yeah, Tropic Thunder. I watched Tropic Thunder once when I was 17 and I haven't watched it since. So maybe I need to revisit that. Quite a few people on Patreon and on the channel as well, on the post on YouTube, asked me my favorite historical period. Um, I've made a note. I like learning about the 17th century, around the 1600s, because trade in the world was so interesting. Like in Shagan, you have all the Europeans and the Portuguese travel to Japan. Um, that period was the end of the Mayans as well, and then the Aztecs came after them. It was the golden age of piracy. I love learning about pirates. I just I find it very cool and interesting. Um, Pete, thank you so much for the donation. That's very kind. Also, the East India Trading Company. Um, I just find that period of history honestly fascinating. But although I don't know much at all, but there's so much to learn. I love the 13th and 14th century as well. I've made a note. Aztecs. The Oxford University was founded in the 14th century. That's how old it is. Um, Mansa Musa in Mali. He was the richest man that's ever existed, like including the billionaires we have today. And he founded a university in Timbuktu. And I like learning how all the mathematics were brought from Egypt and Africa, and then the Greeks learnt them as well, like way back, and just how learning was shared. I find that part of history interesting. Thank you so much. Someone's put Fatty McButterpants, King or Queen's fan. Apocalypto. Oh, Dan, thank you so much for the donation. I'm getting so many. It's going very quickly. I'm really grateful. And someone mentioned Apocalypto, directed by Mel Gibson. So one of the questions I also had on Patreon was, if your name could be in the credits of any movie, what would it be? And I decided it had to be Apocalypto by Mel Gibson because I like to think I could, I don't know, work with the actors because they didn't speak any English. And how that film was made to be so organic and authentic, I would in some way like to be a part of that if I could have a wish. Um, Solomon was the richest, wisest man. Yeah, quite possibly. Um, have I watched From Here to Eternity? No, but that's on the list if it stars Frank Sinatra. Tom, thank you. That's a really gorgeous donation. Thank you. Watch The Last of the Mohicans. Yeah, I need to watch that film. There's quite a few dramas which I know I would love. That and Dancing with Wolves, I think will have to come out on the channel this year. I hope so. Um, that would be really lovely. Um, Thomas on my Patreon, he asks, "What are my earliest memories of being at the cinema?" And I almost got emotional thinking back to this because when I was very little, I watched Mulan, and I found that fascinating. Just watching such a vibrant, different culture in like sing song and cartoon form that had a big imprint on me as a young child. And then I loved watching iRobot at the cinema. And I went with my uncle, and I remember as we drove home, my hair smelled of popcorn, and I went to bed smelling my hair. And I must have been maybe 10, but that's a lovely memory of mine. That's probably my favorite trip to the cinema. And just wanting to read some of your comments. Thanks for wishing me happy birthday. Oh, that's lovely. You like the reviews afterwards? They're a great recommendation scrolling by quickly. Don't you worry, I'm gonna have a really good read at the end and make sure I've um I've written them all down. Everyone on here has got really good um recommendations for films. And that's what's so nice about starting the channel is I've realized I've missed out on so many, but it's so cool to record my reaction, and because of all your support, I've been encouraged to just keep being my authentic self, um, which is very freeing, and it's just nice to know being yourself can be accepted by so many people, and that's a lovely thing. So thank you. Um, do I know a little bit of Russian by chance? Let me think now. Um, Pожалуйста, Bakar, and Das Bedanya, I think. Sorry if I got that horribly wrong. Um, Shadow Knights asks, will I watch Fury and the Pacific? I'll definitely watch Fury. I'm loving my war films on the channel. Fury will get done this year. The Pacific, if I have more time, if I could do this job full time, I would love to include more series into the Patreon categories. That would be really lovely. Oh, Cameron, thank you so much. That's really lovely. Thank you so much for your beautiful message. I'm gonna go back over these and I'll have to reply to you all more properly in one way or another. Um, has any movie what surpassed my expectations? Let me see. Um, subverted my expectations. Oh, um, I've got a list here of all the films I've watched for the channel. Um, well, Gran Torino for me, I had this clear-cut idea of what I thought Clint's character would be, and the film and I thought it might rub me the wrong way watching it. Oh, Righteous Jamie, thank you for the donation. I thought Clint's character would rub me the wrong way, but watching it, it's like he opened the door for us all to sort of step into his shoes to have the humility to see when we're being judgmental, but also um, just the whole movie was like a lesson on reflecting on negative things about yourself, and then you can put them right, even if you do it all like in an awkward way. Um, I felt really humbled by his character and his performance. Yeah, Gran Torino, and the ending was just really emotional. I thought that was a wonderful film, and it's nice he sang the song at the end because I felt like I learnt more about Clint Eastwood as a character as well watching that movie. Oh my gosh, what a massive donation. Thank you so much, JPWCPA. I really enjoy your reactions to comedies, Kate, because it gives us the most opportunity to see that sweet smile and hear your delightful laugh. Thank you. What a kind thing to say. You'll be pleased to know there's a very good comedy coming out to be on the side of Iron Man. I would love to do more comedies for the channel. It's finding the good ones, and then I realised, like, I can't stop laughing, and but, it's a nice thing to laugh. Um, Thank you. I also hope to watch this year The Producers. Um, I think that would be an absolute hit 'cause, Young Frankenstein was amazing. Tom W, thank you so much. Still hoping to see you do Best Years of Our Lives at some point. Yes, Best Years of Our Lives. I think is that like a war drama, but like a beautiful one? I would like to watch that one. Kate, thank you very much. Oh, I've got to watch The Deer Hunter. Yeah, I absolutely will watch that. Definitely. And also my favorite, The Seven Samurai. I want to watch that as well. I think I would love that. I've been watching black and white channels, black and white films, as you know, for the channel, and I'm falling in love with them. I am. It's a wonderful life. Whenever I think about it, I feel like my eyes sting because I still think about George Bailey. Even now, like, the film was amazing, and, Casablanca was truly beautiful. I just wanna do more black and white films, I think it'd be nice. Hopefully, 12 Angry Men will make an appearance this year on the channel, that would be nice. Oh, if I haven't seen Doctor Strangelove, I really must see it. Yeah, that is fair. Um I'm sure I will at some point, if not this year, next year then. Just going through some more, oh, yes, Michael. Michael had a great question on Patreon. If you could spend a whole day with one character from a book or a movie, who would win the day? Um, I've actually put King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table in the film by Antoine Fuqua. That's the one where Clive Owen plays King Arthur. I just thought that film was so cool. All the warriors and, like, all the different, helmets and armor, and how Merlin was portrayed as, like a true druid in the forest. I would just wanna hang out at camp with King Arthur and ask him all the questions. I loved that movie when it came out. I bought the DVD with my own money, and, I just loved it. Andres Ramirez, thank you so much. Happy birthday. Greetings from Puerto Rico. That's wonderful. Can you put Big Trouble in Little China and The Crow on the list? Yeah, great suggestions. They will definitely get on the list. Yeah. I don't know anything about Big Trouble in Little China, but I've heard throughout the years, that it's a really great movie. So that'd be nice. Um, Having a look now as well. Um Oh, Michael W. What kind of movie would you watch on a long international flight? What's a comfort movie for you? So, on a flight, I have to watch a comfort movie just because, flying's always a bit tumultuous, isn't it? So, it's nice to have something. If I can find anything from my childhood, I press play. I love, like, The Secret Garden, A Little Princess, Black Beauty. Um, Actually, a lot of those films were books I also read as a child, so that's why I like pressing play, on something just old school. How do I feel about foreign films? I love foreign films, French films especially. There's Amélie, Rust and Bone is gorgeous, The Untouchables, which made quite a lot of a stir when it came out. I don't know if any of you have watched it, but that would be my top French film I would recommend anybody, The Untouchables. And I also like The Motorcycle Diaries, which is about the life of Che Guevara, uh, from when he was younger. That's an awesome story. Thank you, Ivan. My goodness. Oh my goodness me. That is a huge donation. Thank you very much. I feel like I'm even blushing. That's just so kind. Thank you very much. And someone's put, will I watch The Holy Grail? Just reading it now. Name three favorite movies you've reacted to and why. Oh, the list. I've watched some really good ones on the channel. Not to blow my own trumpet. It's everybody's recommendations, which has amounted to me watching some really good ones. I have to say, Apocalypse Now, love that movie. Like the deepness of the story, the spirituality of it, um, the juxtaposition of the two characters, loved it. Not to mention the cinematography, it blew my socks off. Um, I loved It's a Wonderful Life. I just thought that was a beautiful Christmas movie. And The Last Samurai, it was epic. It was moving, epic. The soundtrack was crazy good, and the costumes and just Tom Cruise was awesome in it. I loved it. There's more donations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Larry. Oh, you asked, do I consider King Arthur a legend? Um, or history? History for me. Yes, it's obviously interwoven into myth, but I feel very strongly that it's an important part of British history. I do. And it's exciting when there's places in England that have murmurs of he was there or his grave was there or he was, he travelled there with his knights. Yeah, it's an important part of British history for me. I like reading about it when I can. Just getting Oh, Simon, thank you so much for the donation. That's so kind of you. Oh, and you've said it would be cool to have a watch along for 12 Angry Men. That's such a good idea. I'm even gonna make a note about that because it that didn't cross my mind, like a film that is so, um, stunning and, lots of people really enjoy that film and hold it in high regard. To have a live watch along, that would be incredible. Watch this space is what I will say to that. That's a really neat idea. Um, just going through some more uh, questions. Mark M asks, "Oh, have you been able to wrangle someone into a collab?" Um, I would love to do that. It's in the works. Murmurs, emails back and forth. Not yet, but I really hope to do that, and I'm open to doing that, and I think it would be a wonderful, opportunity, so who knows, maybe later in the year, maybe after summer, that would be incredible. ATOP, thank you so much for the donation. Can't stay too long, but, I just wanna say I love your vids. Have a wonderful week. Thank you so much. The Iron Giant. Yes, loved that. Read the book by Ted Hughes, I think it's by as a child, and the film. I watch it every couple of like years. I just love it. Mike, oh Mike, thank you so much for the donation. It's wonderful to see your channel growing. It is. Thank you. I couldn't ask for anything more. I'm flabbergasted as well that it's growing how it is, and it's down to you guys supporting me and liking what I do. So I just want to say thanks. Honestly, it's almost unbelievable. Love the idea for a watch along 12 Angry Men. Yeah, we're gonna do it. I think this is great. Everyone's on board now. Oh, thank you so much. Wow, Chris Banks. Taunton calling Kate. You're in Taunton. That's awesome. Not far at all. A few snake bites for your birthday. Thank you for the donation, Chris. That's awesome. Yeah, I love a snake bite. For those of you wondering what that is, it's cider with a bit of blackcurrant squash, and it's incredible. Some foreign films to take note of. I will. I will. Oh, Ivan, donating again. I'm just so lucky. If The Last Samurai is one of your chosen ones, I suggest you react to The Patriot or Braveheart with Mel Gibson. Oh, great suggestions. I am going to make a note of those. I adore Mel Gibson. Acting, directing, whatever he puts his mind to is flawless. So thank you for saying those. Um, God, there's so many films I haven't watched, but it's all good. I'm on the right YouTube channel for doing that. Um, just going through my list of questions again. Sorry, let's turn the page. East Pick Slim, what do you love about music? He said. You know what? Because I love people, I also love the stories that lyrics evoke, um, and when rhymes are done so beautifully. Like, for me, my top music genres are folk music, so I love the lamenting sounds and the beautiful Celtic sounds as well, uh, in folk music, but I also love hip hop, um, and I just love the intricacies of the rhymes and how also words, like very Americanized words that I haven't heard before, they're used as well, and it just makes me, uh, find out more about someone else's culture, which is always exciting. Oh, just reading some of the comments, 100% on board with Braveheart and Patriot. Yeah! I'm gonna go through all these comments and make a proper list of all the films been, um, put forward. Tom, thank you so much. That's such a lovely donation. And you have recommended Anatomy of a Murder with Jimmy Stewart. Oh, and of course, Patton. Yes, I would love to watch that. Obviously, having was it Market Garden, the Band of Brothers episode, which went horribly wrong, and it was Patton was involved in that. So now that I know a little bit about him, I would love to watch a movie about Patton. Um, Someone else likes hip hop. I love that. Michael Q, thank you so much. So very happy for you and your channel on Patreon. We love seeing you do what you do well. And here's to moving closer, making this full time. Oh, thank you so much, Michael. You'd love to see that happen for me. Thank you. I would too. And I feel like when I did uni and I've always done um, jobs and abroad and home in England, I never thought I could get a job where I could work and travel. And if I could do this job full time, it like I can barely talk because I'm smiling so much. The thought of it is so lovely. Um, oh, I love reading these comments. Oh, John asks, where did I get the names for my Patreon tiers? So this definitely ties in with King Arthur, actually, and, the Disney film, The Sword and the Stone. So, my sister and I just loved that Disney film growing up, and I've always loved history, but that film especially, it just has great memories for me, and so when I started the channel, I thought, I also wanna sort of pride myself on being British, like a British reactor, because so many of the reactors are, as you guys know, American or, maybe Canadian. So I just thought that would be a cool mix, putting it, into the limelight, if you like. Um, yeah, so that's why, and plus the characters are just really cool. So I hope you like it as well. Um, A Bridge Too Far is a film about Operation Market Garden. Nice. Oh, East Pixlin, happy birthday, Kate. Thank you so much. So many films to recommend. So little time. The Best Years of Our Lives. Yes. Rio Bravo. And a fun movie from my ushering days. Gambit. Okay. That's so nice. The Best Years of Our Lives. That was mentioned before as well. I feel like that needs to happen. Glory, someone's mentioned Glory. Yes. Oh, and someone's loved my aliens reaction. Honestly, that uh, I can chat for days and I'm never speechless, but that scene with the stomach exploding, it was incredible, but it shocked me so much. But what an awesome movie. Aliens, that's the second one, isn't it? Can't wait to watch that one and see what happens to Sigourney Weaver. Um, I'm already such a fangirl of her, so I can't wait to see what happens. Eric, thank you so much. Thanks for wishing me happy birthday. That's lovely. And Devil Meese, thank you so much, Master and Commander. Yes, great suggestion. That's got to be on the list. I can't believe I haven't even watched it, and I love Russell Crowe. I'd love to hear your review. It's a lovely film, excellent writing and storytelling. Thank you so much. And he seconds The Patriot. Man, I've got such a great list of all these dramas as well. The dramas coming in strong. Ah, that's so nice. I'm going to have a little look now, see if I've missed anything off my questions. Oh, Paul has asked, if I had to pick one side interest other than movie reactions, what would it be? Um, I would love to put more time into learning history, but also indigenous cultures. If I had been good at science growing up, I would have liked to have been an anthropologist, I think. Um, I just love learning about like the Iron Age, the Stone Age, how people navigated using the stars. Do you know what I mean? What they wrote in caves, like everything about um, agriculture, just all these things I find fascinating. But I wasn't that good at school at maths and science. But if I could change my brain, that's what I would do. Oh, it's so nice to see the comments. Someone else has said, Russell Crowe, Cinderella Man, true story. I've watched that movie about him playing the boxer during the Great Depression. Um, it was a beautiful movie, so good. Do I ever feel overwhelmed by the amount of movies on my list? I don't, because I just think there's enough time. I prioritizing them can be, a a quiz, but, I just think there's so many good ones and I wanna get to all of them, and it's just having the time. If I did it full time, every day I would watch something amazing, but yeah, it's just having a list and adding to it. Evan, oh my goodness, Kate, I have to take this opportunity to suggest that you do something that not many people do. Give a chance to certain underrated movies that are very good. I can name many, but a couple that come to mind: The Good Son, Darkman, Hollow Man. You know what? I would love to watch movies that are less known. Thank you. That's such a great point. And I think as my channel grows, I would love to put forward movies which are so artistically done and are just hidden gems. And yeah, I would really like to do that. I'm going to make a note of those. Um, the Good Son, that rings a bell in a way, maybe because it's almost like, it sounds like it's from the Bible, like the good son, the prodigal son, something like that, maybe. I'll have to check it out. Thank you so much. Oh, these um, birthday messages are so lovely. Thank you. Oh, Eric, he's put Russell Crowe and Denzel in American Gangster. That's one of my top 10 films. I love that movie. The acting is something else, and the soundtrack is incredible. Um, Someone's put The Elephant Man. That would be really good. I know a little bit about him, but not a lot, but my mum loves that movie, so I think it'd be very moving. Yeah, that would be great to mix it up. Really nice reading these comments. Cue the Beatles' birthday song. Oh, Tom, thank you. Repeated recommendation. But if you enjoy anthropology, yeah, as you do, Black Robe is probably the best depiction I've seen of Native Americans. Okay, that's totally being noted. Black Robe. Thank you. That's so nice. And yeah, learning more about Native Americans is really important to me actually. At school I didn't champion history. I chose geography over history, but it's, getting older, you realize how important it is and how enjoyable it can be learning. Greg in the Eastern Tennessee 20, thank you so much. Have you seen or heard of Inherit the Wind? No, it's a true story that happened 20 miles from my house. I'll have to check that out. That sounds quite special if it's, like, about a well-known location that's close to you. And Pete said, "I love your class, and you bring to the channel gentility. It's nice to hear someone to use real vocabulary and, and thought instead of profanity." Thank you for saying that. I am sometimes I I go to swear, um, which is such a bad habit from my teens. And, I've tried to read more books to gain better vocabulary. And I have to say, I get that from my mum. She's so good at reading books and making a note of like new words or words to use again and again. Um, and it's always such a lovely thing to be able to use language to express yourself. So I'm trying. I think it's a nice thing to be able to do, um, but sometimes I use a word wrong or mispronounce it, but, you know, you gotta try. Oh, thanks, guys. That's so lovely reading your comments. I just want to go through the questions to make sure if I've missed any. Um, oh, and someone said if you could have your, yeah, name in the credits. I've also thought, Kingdom of Heaven is a great movie, and, to be, like, work as a historian and something like that would be great. Michael's donated. Thank you, Michael. That's very kind. Can I suggest a couple of British movies? Yes. They're not so well known in North America. I'm thinking of With Nail, cool, and How to Get Ahead in Advertising. That sounds fun, even the title already. I'll make a note of that. It would be really nice to show more British films on the channel as well. And there's so many great British films and great Irish films too. That would be really nice to use, my platform as it gets bigger and bigger. Um, yeah, to celebrate British films. I'm looking at my Patreon comments. David's asked, would you feel like you would always have the hiccups or feel like you always needed to sneeze? Oh my gosh, that's such a both are like such an uncomfortable feeling. I feel like I would always want to sneeze over hiccups because, like, with hiccups, you can feel a bit sick. And then if you look like you're always about to sneeze, people might think you're unwell. And then they might think I was unwell at work and then send me home. So I would opt for that one. That's fun. Uh, so Crimson Ace on my Patreon, he's asked, would I consider starting a Discord? The answer is absolutely yes, but I would like to wait a little while because I feel just I'm a bit overwhelmed with work and the channel and doing all the, comments and sorting things out. So if I had more of a break or was able to put my all into the channel, I would love to set up a Discord. Um, I hadn't even heard of Discord before starting the channel and realizing other reactors had like a Discord channel. So that would be really nice for the channel to get one. It's definitely something that will happen. That would be really nice. I love everybody connecting, so the more I can enhance that and facilitate that, I totally will. Thank you. Um, so many nice comments. Gangs of New York, yes, that's really good. Oh, Crimson Ace, thank you so much. That's made me blush again. Um, I'm a beacon of positivity, Britain. Thank you for shining your light on those of us lucky enough to have found you. What a nice thing to say. Thank you so much. Really generous of you. Thank you. Do you know, I I just feel so lucky that people have found me because, when you think how wide YouTube is and how mysteriously the algorithm works, I feel just really lucky. Actually, one someone wrote a question on Patreon, how do I keep going when at the start, you know, view count was low and, you know, what how did I feel about that? I was so lucky when I released, my reaction to The Exorcist because I feel like Halloween really helped push that movie forward on the algorithm, and, someone wrote they were recommending my recommendation on another, video, so I feel like that helped me gain coverage, and then after that, the war films that came out just helped boost the channel, and I still found it remarkable people were subscribing. That I remember when I had 40 subscribers, and I thought, "Oh my god, I got 40," and then it's just been growing, and I was working, and I was 9 subscribers off of the 25,000. And I was looking around thinking, should I ask the people some of the people I work with to just, like, subscribe? So I get 25. I thought, "Oh, no, I'll just let it grow organically and it will happen." And you guys have been amazing supporting me, and it has grown. Um, I feel very lucky. So nice reading the comments. I saw the Exorcist one evening on TV before going to work on the night shift, and I was still shaking. That film, it was, that actually really surprised me because I thought it was gonna be kind of yeah, obviously some scenes were vulgar, but I thought it'd be vulgar in the sense that there was no deep meaning to it. But actually I found it very impactful how it kind of, um, pushed Catholicism forward. I didn't see that coming, so it was a cool film to watch for Halloween. Um, Ron's asked on my Patreon, "What countries have I visited?" Oh, that's such a nice question. I've been really lucky actually. My grandparents took me on quite a few trips when I was younger, around Europe. So I've done like Germany, France. I lived in Spain for nearly 2 years. I've been to Sydney. I went to Sydney when I was 18 with my grandma. That was amazing. We went for a few months. Um, I've been to Canada twice. I love Canada. Um, Love Toronto, and I went up to a national park, Algonquin National Park, where my mum actually went when she was my age when she went, and, that was stunning seeing the lakes and canoeing on the lakes. Canada's stunning. I've been to Las Vegas in America. I would love to go to Central America or South America. That would be incredible. I've been to Italy a lot. Uh, when I lived in London, I lived near Gatwick Airport, and it was so cheap to fly to Italy. I ended up going like 6 times in a year because a flight was like £20. It was so cheap. So I love Italy. Um, and I visited Athens as well. Um, a place high on my list to visit is Egypt. I would love to see the pyramids. That would be just something else. Thank you. That's nice. It's nice to think about where I've been. Very lucky I am. I'm just looking through some of the comments as well. Mr. TVI, he's asked, do I have any background in film, theatre, or arts? I did drama a lot growing up, and I wanted to be on stage performing poetry and monologues and the sort, but I wasn't that good at technology, so I didn't do any film editing as such. Robert, thank you so much. Happy birthday, pretty lady. Always happy to go on a date with you and watch a movie. I'm a beacon of hope in a difficult world. Oh, what a nice comment. Thanks for saying so. Um, yeah, I mean, the world is going through a great big uh, struggle. We'll use the word struggle at the moment. And it's so nice to have this safe, gorgeous community on here, you know, after work. And I log on to the comments, and it's just, I love it. I love checking in and connecting with you all and just watching these wonderful films. Either a film is so spectacular, you feel really excited about life, or it portrays something awful that's happened in history, and then you think how lucky I am to to live life now. So, um, films are just so great, and the fact that we can all be in different parts of the world and yet watch the same thing and experience the same story, but digest it in a different way is so cool. It just highlights to me as well how different our brains are, um, which is really nice. It's nice to discuss as well, after watching a film and hearing what you guys think. Thanks for that comment. That's so nice. Um, someone's put, um, oh, Lawrence of Arabia. That would be a beautiful movie. Mad Max series, yes, really good. Oh, The Searchers. I watched that on my Patreon. The full length version is on there if you feel inclined to visit. It's it was stunning. I remember actually there was a scene which was such a wide shot and they were so small on the horses and the landscape. I mean, it looked like we were on Mars, when some of the rocks are just unbelievable formations. Fatty McButterpants is back, baby. You should do a rewatch with your sister of Sword in the Stone. Sorry, that was my throat gurgling. What a lovely thought. That's such a nice thought to do. A rewatch of childhood favourites. I know for a fact we would still laugh at like the same bits, like when Merlin gets his beard stuck in the chain and then it goes like into a big star. Um, what do you do for a living? Are you married and who do you live with? Well, these personal questions, I did think I don't want to delve too much. Um, but as most of you know, I'm very close with my family. Um, and I will say for work, I work in law, but I help get translations. So that's an interesting job and it's a nice job. Thank you so much, Mick. Happy birthday. Love the channel. Thank you. It's just wonderful so many of you like the channel. It's really cool. Um, is your fave musical Kiss Me Kate? I need to watch that clearly, don't I? Um, God, I love a musical. My favorite musical is Calamity Jane. There's no competition there. I love that movie. Daniel, thank you so much. Just never lie, like a lot of reactors do. Make a comment if you've seen it or via a meme, whatever. Never answer personal questions. Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, it's nice to interact with everybody, isn't it? But it's nice to keep the talk about films and the films we all enjoy and want to react to because uh, I feel you can get to know a person really well just understanding what movies they like and what movies they grew up with as well. Greg in the East, thanks so much. Have you heard or seen King Ralph with John Goodman? No, but I love John Goodman. Big's fun at the royalty. Oh, I'd like that then. No, no, I would like it. I'm all up for a laugh. Plus, John Goodman is just so talented. He's such a force. Any film he's in a really nice way. What genre of film do you prefer? From Mark. Thanks, Mark, for the donation. I've always liked dramas. I have. I like um thrillers. I really like thrillers, but sometimes I know what's gonna happen at the end before it arises, but when I say thriller, I don't know if it would even count, but like the Da Vinci Code, films like that, I really like when it's quite intense and there's something to solve. I don't watch enough of them actually, but I do like it when I stick it on. The Sound of Music is a beautiful movie. Yes, love The Sound of Music. My sister and I watched it so much that my mum hid the VHS tape in the washing machine. She was clearly really sick of it, but we just loved it. And actually, my sister went to Austria to see where it was filmed. Oh, what a lovely donation. It's remarkable how many of the beautiful women in the UK and in Kate. That's true. Beckinsale, Middleton, Winslet, and me. Thank you. That's really kind to say. I love Kate Winslet. Any interview she gives, she's just so genuine and authentic. Um, I can't think of a movie I've watched her in recently. Um, she's just so good, isn't she? I wish she did more, to be honest. Tom W. Lawrence of Arabia, gorgeous David Lean film, and Dr. Zhivago. Yes. Tom, thank you so much for the donation and reminding me. Dr. Zhivago would be so nice to watch. Um, yeah, that's with that Egyptian actor, isn't it? I can't think of his name, but he was really good um, in the role. Heath on Patreon. Let me scroll down to that one because talked about favorite actors. My three favorite actors. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, there's so many. I'd have to say Russell Crowe because of Gladiator and A Beautiful Mind. I'm excited I can still watch Master and Commander. I've yet to see that. I loved him in Cinderella Man. I just think he's great. I like him as a man as well, like as the man he is. And I've watched him in interviews. I think he's top notch. I love Denzel Washington, incredible at acting, and I love him. I absolutely love him. Man on Fire is one of my top 5 films. Yeah, Denzel Washington. And, I love Reese Witherspoon. I think she's really, really good at acting, and I love her in Walk the Line. She sang in that film too. Um, and growing up, Legally Blonde was, like, a movie we always watched at sleepovers, but then, a role I admire her a lot for playing in is, in the film Wild. I think she's really underrated in a way. And again, I like her as a person because of her book club. She promotes so many books and then helps fund the book turning into a movie. So I really like what she's about. I think she's a cool girl. Um, so nice reading the comments. Can't go wrong with Denzel. Absolutely not. Mm, so nice reading the comments. Maybe 10. Have I seen The Nice Guys? Yes, I did see that when that came out with Russell Crowe and, Ryan Gosling. I do like Ryan Gosling, but, no, Russell Crowe for me just seals the deal. Um, oh, Boys Don't Cry. Yes, I've wanted to watch that. Is that the film with Hilary Swank when she's quite young? Speaking of Hilary Swank, I would love to watch Million Dollar Baby. I would love to watch that film. Any boxing film, or like MMA, any sort of or even martial arts. I just love films like that, so that would be good. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, I would love to watch that. Um, Gary Oldman, he's such a chameleon, isn't he? Really talented actor. Uh, yes, that's, based on the John le Carré book, isn't it? That would be really cool. I'm just going through my list of questions because I don't want to miss any. I'm just going to read a few more here. All Mad Here on Patreon. I do love that. We are indeed all mad here. What got you started on film reactions? How was it when you first started and what kept you going? Well, it was so nerve-wracking when I first started because I'd obviously watched a few of the girls, especially Popcorn in Bed, of course. And I thought, "Oh, man, she's so cool. She just enjoys the movie and says what she's thinking." I thought, "I can do that." But it was nerve-wracking as well because the light's so bright when you film, and then, uh and it was understanding the balance of watching the film and understanding it, but also talking. So I think just the idea of, obviously watching parts of, like, E.T., the first movie, watching it back and thinking, "Oh, yeah, I could have talked a bit more," or, "No, I found the balance there all right, that's okay." And, actually sometimes I thought of things and thought, "Oh, no, I shouldn't say that." And then I'd watch it back and think, "Oh, man, I should have just said it." So it's learning these things and trusting yourself. I think that's a big thing. And when the channel started and it was like a few thousand views, maybe like 6,000 views on videos. Um, to me, even though, some of the big reaction channels have hundreds and thousands of views, I still thought, people still wanna watch it, and the comments were always so encouraging, and I did think, if I stick at it, at least give it a good while to see where it goes, and I'm just so lucky that the algorithm bit by bit just pushed my videos, and also I thought I really enjoy it, so even if not many people do watch it, I would still do it. um, but it was nerve-wracking, setting it all up in my in my little room and thinking, "Oh," some people have the most incredible backgrounds and it's all very neon and slick and, um really futuristic looking, and as you know, mine's not like that at all. I've just got my little lanterns and my plant, which I struggle to keep alive. And, but I just thought, "You know what? It can all come in time. I'm just gonna do my thing, and, hopefully something sticks." Oh gosh, Marcus Aurelius. Love the name so much. Thank you so much for that donation. I love your content and your sweet personality. Looking forward to many more years of fun. Thank you. Yeah, I hope it's many more years. I would love that. I love that your name's Marcus Aurelius. Um, so nice. Uh, so great reading the comments, guys. I just want to say I'm thinking to do about 10 more minutes on the live because in the UK it's coming up to 1:30 in the morning. So I hope that's okay with all of you, thinking to do 10 more minutes and then we'll finish. But I've loved this, so we'll definitely do another one. And I really like the idea for the live stream for 12 Angry Men. So I'm definitely going to plan more things for the future. Um, do you live a country type of lifestyle or a city type of lifestyle? Well, I grew up in the countryside and it's so healing being in the countryside, isn't it? You don't realize until you live a busy life and come back. Um, But then I ached for city life, so I lived in London for 2 years for work, um, and that was great. There's so many free museums to do in London. It's incredibly cool, but then I wanted to come back and be in the West Country, which is all farmland, and in my heart, I preferred the countryside. Um, it's just peaceful and gorgeous. Uh, 12 Angry Men. Yes, everyone's on board for it. Oh, Phil, thank you so much. That's lovely. I've been honestly, everyone's support in every way you support me, it's sensational. I'm so lucky. Has anyone ever mentioned that you are a bit reminiscent of a younger Dame Penelope Keith? Oh my God, what a compliment. Thank you. No, they haven't. I watched Penelope Keith when she does a few um pieces of theatre when they travel around the UK. Um, Yeah, what an actress. That's a compliment. Thank you. Oh, so nice. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Chris, practically neighbours. Exactly. In Taunton. Yeah, exactly. West Country is wonderful. Um, have you seen Sound of Freedom? No, I haven't even heard of it, but thank you for telling me about it. Sound of Freedom sounds interesting. Like, what a cool title. Um, Kung Fu Hustle is hilarious. Oh, nice. I'll remember that. I would love to do more comedies for the channel. Like, um, when something cracks you, it's just the nicest thing to think about as well. Like, if you're, do you know what I mean? If you're having a bad day or whatever, sometimes at work when I'm busy, I'll think back to scenes from Young Frankenstein and I'll just have a little giggle to myself. Thanks, everybody, for the beautiful comments. That's so nice. What cartoons did you watch growing up? Shadow Knight. Hi. I grew up with the most epic anime show ever created, Dragon Ball Z. I've totally heard of Dragon Ball Z. I didn't watch it, but I loved The Silver Bromby, which was about an Australian horse. I loved cartoons. I love Power Rangers. I really liked Pokemon, and there was, like, a lot of British ones, or and American, like, I loved Hey Arnold and Arthur. Phil, thank you so much, that's so generous. Kate, your magic is a combination of grace, charm, intelligence, sensitivity, and a fantastic laugh. Thanks for the joy you bring into our lives. That's such a nice comment, thank you so much. Oh, right, how am I gonna fit through the door? Because my head's gonna be massive with all the compliments you guys are giving me. It's really kind. But I also having the encouragement to keep going with the reactions is really nice. Um, and it's showing me, what's popular, what's not popular, and how to get it just right. Um, well, I've watched all Disney films, Pixar, Disney, from way back to modern day. I've definitely a Disney child growing up, and I love them. A lot of them are my comfort movies, especially Pocahontas and Aladdin. Right now, I don't know how it would be received if I reacted to films I've already watched, even if I've watched them a long time ago. Um, I don't know if people might get a bit, not cross, but think, oh, there's so many films to watch and, we love watching the fresh reactions. So I think for a bit of time going forward, I'm gonna do films that are totally fresh and new for me. And then in time, definitely, I would love to revisit films that I've watched once and I'm keen to see again. Like, for instance, I watched The Godfather 1 and 2 when I was 15, and I haven't watched it since. And so, 15 plus years have passed. So that's something I would like to do. So I'll see in time if that like sits in the channel well. Um, can you please react to True Detective season 1? Man, when that first came out, I wanted to watch it for so long. So we'll see, we'll see. I'm thinking, in time, if I have more time, it'd be nice to tap into series, even if they don't make it to YouTube and they sit somewhere else for people. Israel Arana, thank you so much for that donation. That is so kind. Thank you very much indeed. As long as you clearly as long as you clearly mark each rewatch, yeah, I don't think people will mind. It's our choice whether we watch it. That's true. If I ever did, I'd make it super clear that it's a rewatch and yeah, just to bear that in mind if you watch me watching a rewatch. Tom, oh, thank you so much. Love to see a Betty Davis film. Little Foxes or All About Eve. Yes, Betty Davis. That would be really cute. I'll have to check those out. It would be so nice to watch these films that are from, a long time ago. Because I found as well, I think I always imagined black and white films. The themes would be old school, but also the characters would be, like, not relatable, and I'm so wrong. When I've watched more and more black and white films, it's like their emotions are so pure and true. For me, they're much more relatable than a lot of characters that are created now. I'm loving black and white films. I'll definitely look more into incorporating them into the channel. Um, Really stunning. Really nice reading these comments. There's so many recommendations. I'm gonna have to go through them all. David, thank you. Oh, you've mentioned The Princess Bride. I love that movie. It's very magical. Oh, really nice suggestions here for black and white films. Uh, Hitchcock, the biopic with Sir Anthony Hopkins. That would be cool. Anthony Hopkins is, like, more than stupendous. Is there a better word than that? I don't know, but he's great to watch. Um, oh, Daniel said a nice thing. Just be you. Do not lie, and we'll be there for you. Yeah, exactly. That's what's nice, just putting it all out there and seeing if people like it or not. And God, yeah, the drummer, Godzilla -1, that's definitely happening. That one I really want to do. Which will be exciting whenever that comes out. Definitely want to do that one. Um, so many different ones. That's what's nice too, actually, is mixing up the genres, and maybe having like some films on rotation, or the genres rather on rotation every month, or every like 2 months or something like that would be nice. Oh, Hopkins and Remains of the Day. I watched that, like, just a handful of weeks ago. Love that movie with Emma Thompson, isn't it? It was so, um it was such an intricate plot, and the characters were stunning. Oh, there was a donation, thank you so much. I'm glad you're enjoying reacting, and enjoy yourself, from William. Thank you so much, William, that's really kind of you. Oh, I'm very lucky. Uh Have I seen the Witch Mountain movies? I haven't actually. Maybe I need to look at those. Um, that sounds like an old school Halloween, like blast from the past type of movie. Okay, these are lovely. By the way, have you ever considered doing reactions to Doctor Who? I've never watched Doctor Who. Um, so quite possibly, now that I'm understanding, sci-fi a lot more and getting into it more, that's possible. I just can't believe how old Doctor Who is, like, how many, doctors have gone through the series over the years. Oh, Paul, thank you so much. Thanks again, Kate. You're the brightest star in our, um oh, I can't say that word now, firmament. Sorry, I might have slaughtered that word. I I'm sure it means solar system, maybe. Um, Thanks so much. Yeah, everybody's on board for Godzilla -1. It'll be nice to do that. I've got the best list of movies now. I'm gonna go through it and make sure it's all uh, filled with all your new ideas, as well as the live stream idea. That's really cool. Guys, it's 1:30 in the morning in England, so I've loved talking to you all and doing the live Q&A. Such a gift for me to be able to do that with you. Thank you for making it possible and for watching and checking in. Thank you guys to all of you for being here and for all of you who have donated. It's so kind on the super chat. I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. Oh, Greg, thanks very well. You've got to run. Keep my chin up. Yes, I will. Everybody just keep your chin up and we'll meet again for the next reaction that's to drop. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening and I'll see you guys on the channel for our future movie date. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for celebrating my birthday with me and for the 25,000 subscribers. It's just the coolest thing. Bye. Take care. Thanks again for joining me. Bye, everybody. Take care.